We are hearing reports out of the New York Giants camp that Jaxson Dart is struggling a little bit and is not really showing that maturity that is going to be required of him. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Jayden Daniels and him reportedly bulking up in the plan that the Commanders have in place to keep him healthy this upcoming season. And lastly, we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears giving Darnell Wright, right tackle, a historic deal. But before we talk about it and break it all down, you already know you gotta hear the music first.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, football fans, and welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by Steve-O. So
What's
if
the
you're
word?
tuned in, talking football, man, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We on the road to 1K. Steve-O had me stuttering. I don't know what's going on. You good?
I don't know. Can't get right.
For real. But hey, we're gonna kick this thing off from some reports heading out of New York, the Giants more specifically, Steve-O. Training camp has not been going so well for Jaxson Dart. He's been struggling in some of the aspects, and this coming from ESPN. He has struggled in his red zone periods. And he has struggled to really hone in on a playbook and some of the complexities and the discipline that is required from Coach Harbaugh, even going so far as showing some immaturity on one play. He scored a touchdown and threw the football at his teammate, and his coach threw a 15-yard flag and took the shit away from him. He said, "What do you think is going to happen in an actual game?" Steve-O, hearing all this context, how you feeling about Jaxson Dart's struggles in training camp?
Um, I mean, it's to be expected, of course, because coming out of Ole Miss, he was never the pure passer that you want every quarterback to be. So it's gonna be a learning curve, and especially with now this being a new year under a new system, under a new head coach, a new offense coordinator, which is Matt Nagy, ain't it?
Yeah, it's Matt
It's
Nagy.
Matt Nagy, and so like learning a new system, new coordinator, new coach is always expected that a young quarterback that's not known for being a pure passer is going to struggle. So yeah, he's been very inconsistent throughout training camp, throwing interceptions, holding on the ball too long. But yeah, there still is no credit for you not knowing the plays and um knowing where to go with the football. Like it's year two, yeah, I get it. So, but that's what kind of happened. So I'm not gonna get too much on them, but it's time to lock in, to quite frankly, it's time. This is the perfect time to make the mistakes in training camp, so we know what we're working with, what we need to improve as the season go on. And quite frankly, like I think the positives when it comes to it, like we still know that he has arm talent. We know how aggressive he is when it comes to it. Um, I think he had like one of the training camps he did finish the practice with like a good drive and then with a
Mhm.
touchdown. So it's like just like in the season, you see him show flashes of greatness that he has within himself. It's just up to Harbaugh and Nagy to home in on the things that he's struggling with, which is be really the passing part, reading coverages, um, trusting his eyes, and etc. And he's going to have to get it together because they brought people here. The Malik Labor's coming back off injury. They got Odell Beckham, so and they got a defense. So he's going to be expected to make some plays throughout the season. So this is the time to make the mistakes. So, but make sure these mistakes get corrected throughout training camp.
I agree with everything you said. Right now is just the time to where you want to see Jaxson Dart make his mistakes versus the when that games actually start to count. It's going to be interesting to see what's the plan for him when it comes to preseason. If they're gonna make him play all three games, how many series, but every team they do their thing differently, depending on their quarterback respectively. But I think that with him struggling in training camp, this is the perfect place to be struggling right now. But one of the biggest things that I'm going to criticize Jaxson Dart on is his maturity. It's time to mature, bro. I understand that you and your teammate had the stuff about, you know what I'm saying, you giving a speech. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the shit that matters on the field with you receiving a taunting penalty from your head coach. That means he was pissed off at what you did. Have your fun, but you got to know that you have to be the adult in the room as the quarterback of the New York Giants. And we already
Mhm.
seen little glimpses of immaturity, especially with some of your comments last year, with people literally telling you if you want to have a long career, get out of bounds as a quarterback, and you pushing back against that notion like we don't have evidence of quarterbacks that have their careers taken away because they refuse to get out of bounds and protect themselves. So you got to not only protect yourself, but you got to be the adult in the room if you want to have this team follow you in the right direction. That's the only thing I'm going to criticize them on. Not really going to look at some of the play right now. We're going to see once the games actually start to matter for sure.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be interesting for real though, because a lot of people expected John Harbaugh to come change this organization around. They ain't really been shit since Coughlin on the real.
Yep.
They had
Yeah, you ain't
they
gonna
had
lie.
some rough moments, and then last year you considering all them pass rushes they had over there, and that defensive line failed like that. Ugh,
Yeah, can't have that. Can't have that again.
not at all. Not at all. But hey, y'all let us know how y'all feeling about Jaxson Dart down below. We gonna switch gears and talk about Jayden Daniels. The Commanders, they have their plan for him. They got some things that they want to go out there and do for him. And Steve-O, that includes having him play under center more. Head coach Dan Quinn came out and said that Jayden Daniels has bulked up somewhat with more armor. is his words, not me. But
That
he
nigga made they
believes
made that nigga pass bigger. That's all. That's all they ass did.
but he did say that the Commanders will have him more under center to protect him. First, how you feeling about the bulking up, and then how you feel about the game plan to protect Jayden Daniels?
Uh, like I said, the bulking up is just he got running back gear on under there. That's all that is. But when it come down to it, yeah, the priority with Jaden Daniels is 100% just keep him healthy. But I think the talking point should be, and I think I have been hearing around that they're trying to get him out the mindset of always doing the hero ball shit, because in the hero ball stuff, when he got hurt, he was just trying to extend the play. And sometimes, and even with our own quarterback, we sometimes just gotta dirt it or throw it away. And I think that's something they're going to try to push in his head, because they understand you're dynamic enough to do what you want to do, and we're not trying to take the hero mindset out of you completely. But when the play is dead, the play is dead, and especially with a quarterback of his stature, you need to learn that fast. And it's not just a target for him. They had the same conversation with Bryce Young and people like that. If you're not built up to standard to handle the punishment of NFL season, they're gonna sit here and tell you get rid of the ball or dirt it. Hell, even have it to the best of them as injury piles on in their career. Like, I'm pretty sure they was telling Andrew Luck, bro, stop trying to hang in his pocket and trying to deliver the ball all the time. You getting smoked out here. You motherfucker, you went to go pee and start bleeding last game. Like, when you start talking like that, damn the hero ball in certain moments. We need hero ball in the playoffs. We need hero ball in big moments. We don't need hero balls in the second quarter going into halftime. We don't need hero ball moments when it's third quarter and it's 3rd and 8, and you trying to make something happen when it's a one score game. And I think that's the mindset I think they should be trying to teach them, not trying to get them bigger, because he's not gonna get bigger.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
some
not
people in the
happening.
world that just don't get bigger.
Yeah, talking about a whole nother sport. Chet Holmgren, he ain't never gonna be swole. It's not
Ever.
happening. So I think that is very important for a guy like Jada Daniels to come down with it and just be smart about it. Because to your point, look at Justin Herbert. He bigger than Jada Daniels. He keep getting hurt because he keep
Getting
getting his
smoked.
ass popped.
Yep.
It's only so, bro. Cam Newton is probably one of the most athletically gifted quarterbacks when you talk about physique and everything included.
Mm-hmm.
He broke down because he was taking brutal hits. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you definitely want to see this guy and Jada Daniels really get back to what he was in his rookie season, because last year it was a little it was rough around Washington for real. And
It
I'm
definitely was.
as a competitor, I'm trying to compete versus and see all these young guys compete and then just have a good game versus my squad and we bust their ass. But that's
Exactly.
not the point. I want to face the point is that I want to face,
Best of the best.
quarterbacks at their best. You
Mhm.
want your team that you root for to go against the best. And I think that is really, really smart that they're going to be leaning on this under center stuff. We already talked about it ad nauseum dating back to last season when you talked about it. You was pretty much one of the first ones talking about getting your ass under center. You along with Coach T. Where the hell is he at, by the way?
Coaching.
Miss you, big dog. Just for sure. Good job down there, Georgia. But
Mhm.
hey, it's one of those things to where you see the resurgence of 12 and 13 man personnel now. Teams are gonna really be taking advantage of that. You seen the Chicago Bears; they added additional tight ends. You see the Los Angeles Rams last year with Sean McVay ran that
Mhm.
at a heavy dosage to keep his guys healthy as possible throughout the season. And I think this is something we're gonna see for the Commanders, bro.
Yeah, like that. Hey, an extra blocker ain't never hurt no quarterback ever.
On the real, you need all that. You need all that in the building, bro. But hey,
And
Steve-O,
speaking of
man,
blocking,
speaking and blocking, that perfect segue into it. The Chicago Bears gave out a historic deal for right tackle Darnell Wright yesterday, making him a very rich man. He has a $116 million contract with $93 million guaranteed, the most for a right tackle, and no other player at his position in NFL history has earned that type of money. Steve-O, how you feeling about the Bears signing Darnell Wright to this historic deal?
I'm glad, and I knew it was coming. I felt like I said it earlier and on when the last deal happened. I said he's next. He's the next person that we got to prioritize, get it out the way. And I told you, and we all, and you said it as well. Brad Poles don't typically do deals during the season. He either do it before or after. And we said it's either going to be before and after. And 5 days later, bang bang Bigelow. And at the end of the day, I've said that I felt like he was a top right tackle within his own right. But this year it was his year to stamp that he was the best. And they paid him like he's been. Now it's time for him to show up. But he already established last year, especially towards the end of the year, that he's definitely in the top three when it comes to right tackles. Like it's Panay Sewell, him, and whoever you want to divvy up for that third one spot because it's very debatable. Hell, even two, if you want to be honest. But when it comes down to it, he's one of the most athletic right tackles in the game. Some of the blocks he does don't even make sense. Like I was watching some tape of this motherfucker. I think we was playing the 49ers, and he completely got beat. He completely got beat, but he got back, flipped his hip so fast. I said, bro, if I did that, I'm having a hip pointer.
On the real.
Like some like he's extremely athletic than people give it, and I think we seen it last year, especially in the run game. Hell, we seen him toss a motherfucker. that
Well,
motherfucker Brad, that motherfucker
dude.
Brad Burns try to do that spin move. He said, "Get your goof ass back." Fuck is you talking? But like when you start like, it just came to it. Like when you start pancaking the best in the game. When the best in the game start giving you actual credit, like yeah, bro, he one of those. And then, like I said, I think Joe Tooney just took it up to another level because you could tell he just spent time just asking them questions and everything. And the whole O line has benefited from Joe Tooney. I think he's one of the biggest people that's been influenced by it.
I agree, man. I'm happy for Darnell Wright, and this one of first. With this is Ryan Poe's first round
Real,
pick
yep.
in Chicago. He went against the
And it was
grain.
gutsy. And it was
It
gutsy
was
for sure.
against the grain. I was one of the few that believed that Ryan Post was going to try to do this, and he did. He picked Darnell Wright over Jalen Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing the typical Bears in the history, they would have selected a defensive player. But the good thing is that this has worked out for him. This is one of those draft picks that hit for Ryan Post, and well deserved to my man's Darnell Wright. He definitely one of them ones. Now it's gonna be interesting because now that Panay Sewell has moved to left tackle, Darnell Wright is the clear cut best right
Yeah.
tackle in the game now. I'm interested to see how Panay Sewell look as a left tackle though. That's a change of scenery.
He probably gonna struggle just a little bit, but give him a game or two. He gonna be cool.
Yeah,
Like
he that good though. I
yeah,
ain't, you know what I'm saying? He that good. I'm not gonna act like that motherfucker not cold. But it's just gonna be interesting for sure.
it's gonna be interesting. This whole season gonna be interesting.
Did you see these people talk about Shador Sanders at
I've been
Browns
seeing
camp?
I've been seeing a lot of Shador, but I don't know what exactly they're talking about.
Well, apparently Todd Monken he released his timeline. So each quarterback is gonna start one game, and then he'll select a starter after that. But I don't know, Todd Monkey. You told us you wanted to pick a starter before training camp.
You niggas be lying.
Oh, the real man. And
That's
then
crazy.
we just got some devastating news. Jalen
Jalen
Walker for
Walker,
the
yeah.
Atlanta Falcons. He just tore his ACL. That's a huge blow. You already got one guy over there in Pierce with loose screw hurting the team. You know what I'm saying? So that's the updates, man.
It's tough. It's tough out here. It's a lot of it's a lot of major injuries happening around the league, especially in training camp. Hope all of them get healthy. But yeah,
And remain healthy.
Atlanta took some hits, but there's some other people's taking some real hits.
Yeah, Atlanta took some hits. The San Francisco 49ers take some hits again, Steve-O, but I can't count them out because they made me look like fools last year. So I gotta keep cool.
I ain't
man.
counting them out, but damn, that injury demon on their ass tough.
They talking about this 10 players out of camp right now. Last I heard.
Bro, there was 10 players out week 14 for theirs.
Real.
Bro, that's tough. But I hope they all come back.
And I don't even think that's including a coach.
Right. How the fuck the coach get, bro? It's a bad omen over there.
On the real, they say it's that factory, but they claim that scientists deemed that it wasn't real. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of scientists been wrong the last few years right now. I'm just being honest.
Real. Keep it a buck. But hey, man, you got anything left for the episode, bro?
Puka has just hired a new people for his contract, so now it's almost got to look at like, did we bring back the Aaron Donald, or do we sit here and wait and think about paying Puka?
Yeah,
because that's the next conversation to be had when it comes to the Rams,
bro. That's the next conversation to have because Zay Flowers just got 35.
And you can argue Puka is way better.
He is. That's
so
what
I know Puka. We know Puka's personality. We know he like, oh hell nah. I'm getting my money. I know
Zay Flowers just got 35. Puka Nacua is better. The Rams are about to have to cough up some money, but Steve-O, this goes back to the conversation we keep having about the wide receiver market being overinflated. Because ain't no way Zay Flowers supposed to be getting paid more than Jettas. What are we talking about?
Jettas and Jamar.
Crazy work.
And CD, I think.
Yes. Crazy work. Boy, what? You look at the running back market, you say, okay, Bijan, bet. Saquon, bet. McCaffrey, bet. It's in alignment.
Yeah. You getting a wide receiver, we like, yeah, no, yeah, no, hell no, yeah.
Facts. Facts.
But yeah, it like, yeah. Like, even when it comes to defense, it makes more sense from every position, safety on down. You be like, yeah, he deserves it. Yeah, he better than him, this, that, and the third. You get to the wide receiver, it's like, they take advantage. They the most. They take. I see why they divas because they niggas is bro.
They definitely
getting money.
Mm-hmm. On the real.
They getting QB. Up. They getting 5 years ago QB money.
Crazy work. But hey, that is it from us today, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well, man. We're getting closer and closer to the NFL season. It's going to be a lot of fun. We actually have football tomorrow. What? It's a Hall of Fame game, but I'm still going to watch it. Who gives a damn? But hey, we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all always love football. Y'all already know. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks